Are you guys wanting to add to your family? Wait, we have to talk about that. Announce that we are technically married already. Who would have known that little F-boy could turn into such a man? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my husband here.
Howdy.
And I thought we would do a Q&A, so I asked on Instagram to ask us questions. You guys haven't really truly met Jordan and got to know us, so I thought it'd be fun. And Jordan's very comfortable on camera. He's very excited, very social media savvy. Just kidding. I think the only pictures he's ever posted on Instagram is collaborations with me where I'll invite him to post it. Okay. There's just so many questions.
Better pick your favorites, babe.
Okay. First one. I don't know how y'all met. Do you want to explain how we met?
You explain it.
Okay. So 2011, we're going back. We were on Facebook. I see this guy and I'm like, he's cute. We had mutual friends and we start messaging back and forth a little bit. I'll just show you the screenshot right here. And now we're here. Now we're married. Who would have known that little F-boy could turn into such a man? So that was 2011. And now fast forward, I'm in Texas and then we're swiping on Tinder. He finds me and he's like, oh, I know you. We remembered each other from years ago. We reconnected and have been together ever since. I don't know if I explained that very good.
She asked me to come over, so I brought her some brisket, and then she just never left since then.
Okay, what is your dream date?
I would say my dream date would be like a weekend in one of those treehouse cabins. Maybe just no phone, no video camera, no...
We have to vlog it. It's for the memories.
Near a body of water, coffee, quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No video games.
You said my dream date, babe?
He's like video games all the time.
Yeah, non-stop video games. No, I'd probably say somewhere quiet in the middle of hill country or something.
I would say a winter wonderland, in Colorado. Just nice private hot tub, a cabin in the middle of nowhere with mountains. If y'all add another baby, how do you think Mila will react/adjust?
Me?
Yeah.
I think she's become more open-minded, but I think it'll be an adjustment. I think she's at that stage where she's a little possessive. Not so much of me, but I can't imagine her sharing her grandma or her mom.
Yeah, she's so used to being the only child. She's warming up to the idea. At first she's like, no, I do not want a baby. I do not want to share my toys. And now I'm like, what will you do if you end up having a brother or a sister? She's like, take care of it. She's so sweet and loving that I can't see her being jealous the whole time. Maybe here and there.
She'll be a little older too, so.
Yeah. Are you guys wanting to add to your family? I feel like we just answered that. We're actively trying.
Brookie, your mom.
Sorry,
Grandma.
Yeah, I did it the wrong way. Not the best guy, and now it's gonna be fun and exciting to do it how it should be, with a loving husband next to me and a home that we bought. Brooke, your favorite thing Jordan does for you and Mila. Takes care of his girls, and he always tells us that we're pretty and he loves us, and he'll always tell us to come cuddle and just gives us love. Jordan, your favorite part of your new role as a dad and husband.
I'd say my favorite part of being a dad, I like watching Mila grow. I think it's funny when she learns new words or does new things. I think it's fun to be a part of her journey, and for her to have a connection with me, I think is really important, and I love it. I'd say my favorite thing though is just to mess with her. Not in a mean way, but I like to tickle her and make up crazy stories for her to fall apart with. And yeah, I'd say that's probably my favorite thing to do with her. I really enjoy just cuddling with her and playing video games on the couch. Yeah.
It makes life more fun. He's used to like the bachelor life. Well, I say he's used to, but it's been a few years now.
Yeah.
But before us, he was out there in the streets. I'm sure it was not fun at all. I'm sure he was having the worst time without us.
I will say I did not think being a dad would be as fun as it is. And I have a lot more fun with my family than I would in the streets, babe.
Mm-hmm. He's such a family guy. I'm like, how were you once a bachelor? I can't see you being a bachelor. Now we'll have get-togethers at the house, and we're ready to get to bed by like 9. So I'm like, how were you out there clubbing till 3 a.m.? Yes, you were. I have receipts.
Whatever. I'd say my favorite part of being a husband, it's really cool, like similarly watching you grow and change and knowing that no matter what happens that we kind of will always have each other. And I think our senses of humor and the things that we go through kind of help us become closer, and I don't think that there's like a limit to that. So I think that's probably my favorite part.
That's true. You look back, even 2 years, you're always changing. We're not the same people, so we grow together as a unit. What is y'all's biggest challenge?
Good transition.
Yeah, that's a good transition. Biggest challenge.
It changes with the seasons. Right now, what would you say?
Right now, our biggest challenge. I mean, we're still like, newly married. It's been a year and some months. Just the routine of things. It's like, I guess I'm the only one doing stuff around here when he's like playing video games.
I like to call it introspection, but like trying to kind of take yourself out of your own shoes in your own world and remind yourself that like you're not the only one doing stuff. I think we both struggle with that. Like a lot of the time I'm like, man, I'm tired from work. I just want to sit on the couch. I don't want to do anything. I just watched Mila or, tended to whatever she needed or helped out with X, Y, and Z. And then Brooke comes out and she's like, dude, could you have done X, Y, Z? So sometimes it can be frustrating because we don't really see what each other's doing, getting lost in the routine of life. But I think that's probably most people's problems. Mm-hmm. We try and kind of equally contribute. While it's never going to be equal, we try our best.
With that being our biggest challenge, though, I look at the bigger picture and I'm like, it's really not that big. It's like such small things that we can like bicker. And at the end of the day, we'll take like 10 minutes and we'll be like, we'll laugh it off. So It's really not a huge challenge. It's just little butting heads.
It's living with somebody,
Yeah.
I think anytime you wake up next to somebody and go to sleep next to somebody, something that they do pisses you off. So.
Mm-hmm. Like, for example,
Okay, no examples. No examples. Next question.
How was the transition for Jordan dating a single mom to being a dad?
It was natural. I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was natural. I think Mila made it easy. I think the age that she was at, she had just turned 3. She was like 3 in a month. And, my neighbors had kids, and I think that she was confused because the neighbors, they had four kids, mm-hmm. and, they were like talking to their dad, and I think she was like, well, you must be my dad. And I was like, well, I guess you must be my daughter then. So, I mean, it was natural. Like, I don't feel like it was like one or the other. I don't feel like I had to like transition into the role. I feel like I kind of came into it, and she's always been so independent that she just, I don't know, I feel like gravitated and accepted, and both just kind of were a little inseparable.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that probably doesn't answer the question. I don't know. I just felt like it was natural. I understand, from like a single mother's perspective, not wanting to like introduce a man unless they know, it's a serious relationship or whatever it might be. But from the male's perspective, if you're going into it thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to be a dad, you probably shouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I told Brooke before I met her, I had already accepted the fact that I was trying to, like get to know her, knowing that she was a mother and knowing mm-hmm. what that role entertained. And so I wouldn't have gotten myself involved if I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, especially as a single mom, you got to be very cautious who you bring around and are they serious? Because I went through, it's not like I just magically found Jordan. He was the first one I dated. I dated the frogs. I went through it. Yeah, not a good time, but
frogs.
Yeah, you got to kiss some frogs to get to the night.
No frogs.
how was the transition for Mila? I think we just talked about that too a little bit, but like he said, our neighbors had 4 kids, so she was hanging out with them. Well, I say our neighbors, your neighbors, when we would go hang out. And they had 4 kids, so Mila was hanging out with the kids. She saw the kids saying like, Dad, Dad, obviously to their dad. And then Mila goes up to Jordan at the time. She's 3, so she's like, Dad, because you're hugging on my mom, like you're naturally my dad. And I remember I like looked over because I heard her say dad, and I was like, oh, my heart dropped, and I was like, oh my God, how is he gonna react? And he was like shocked for a second, but he like took it in and he was like, whoa, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna like break the little girl's heart.
You're like, I'm not your dad, actually.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I mean,
then your relationship just blossomed from there, and like,
we definitely have our own relationship. Like with Brooke, she's very cozy and cuddly and loving, and you look so pretty and this and that. With me, she's very rambunctious and very playful, but still can be sweet at times and cuddly and loving. And it just really depends on, and we can butt heads too. You know, we definitely can.
They're both so stubborn and hard-headed that they will naturally bump heads, but honestly, Mila doesn't like hold a grudge or anything. No. Y'all can get mad at each other, and then 2 minutes later, you guys are cuddling.
Yeah. She's, I think for her, though, the transition, I don't know, from my perspective, I think Brooke and I are really similar. Maybe not necessarily parent styles, but as people. And so I think it was really natural. I think she didn't really struggle much, and I think she was young enough to where it was a pretty gradual, pretty seamless transition. Mm-hmm. Lots of playtime with other friends.
Oh my God. I think this is from Jada. What's your favorite thing about your husband?
Shout out to Jada. I like that question. Appropriate, babe.
Babe. I admire him so much, from knowing his family history and things that he's gone through and trials and tribulations. And he always strives for success, and he doesn't look at like, oh, that was done to me, and he doesn't dwell on it. He uses it as motivation. It is what it is, and let's do better for my family.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jada.
And he's a very hard worker, so he's always...
I'm not always playing video games.
He got into the Audie Murphy Club, and
that's enough.
He has all these like medals, and he's such a decorated soldier.
Next question.
When is the wedding?
Yeah, I'll take this one. That's my fault. So when Brooke and I first got engaged, the plan was to get engaged and then kind of quickly save up for a wedding and all that good stuff. And then I thought at the time, I was like, well, our living situation was a little weird. When I came to San Antonio, we had a house. Well, I had bought a house on like the complete opposite side of town that Brooke was kind of used to. And her mom lived out here in Cibolo. And it was just not very conducive for Mila. So being out there after we had gotten engaged, we'd been out there for about a year. We loved our neighbors. We loved our kind of the life out there. But it was also kind of not as safe and not as family oriented. So when we got engaged, we kind of made the decision, more so provoked by me, to move closer to her family. And it was a big jump. It was like 40 minutes away from where we were. That kind of threw a wrench in the plans. So we didn't have to, but we chose to get married in order to buy a home. And then also kind of just got caught up in life, trying to take care of other priorities and like, wants, wishes, desires. And I don't want to say it like fell to the back burner, but it kind of lost sight of it at some points. And, just want to do it the right way and not like cut corners. And so when is the wedding? Hopefully soon. I think and it's also too, it's hard because we don't really know what we want. Like we don't have super large families, and we don't have a lot of, we don't need like 100-person venue and like a chef dinner, but we also don't want it to be like in the middle of the desert. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be very cool. So I think we're just trying to find a blend of what we both want, and then like where we're gonna do it, considering she's military family, and then my family there's really only a couple of them that would probably come anyway. So I think it's just hard to figure out like where we're gonna even do this. Her family's all in a different country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my family's in Canada, so not a lot of people probably could be able to come. I would be okay with like an elopement and then maybe celebrating and having like a party afterwards, or like a small wedding.
Yeah.
But I do feel like we need something to celebrate.
And if anybody's got any recommendations or ideas, or I'm open for it.
Wait, we have to talk about that because honestly, I haven't officially like announced that we are technically married already because we didn't have a wedding. We just had a courthouse wedding. So we did get married. We are technically husband and wife.
We've been married for a year now.
We've been married for like a year and 3 months. We made it to a year.
Hell yeah.
I guess I'll put some pictures of the few pictures that we got at the courthouse. We literally did it before work at 8:30 a.m. to where the judge wasn't even there yet.
And it was raining.
The judge was there, but in the back. So we technically didn't have this ceremony. The cop literally took it back and said, okay, are you okay not having this ceremony? But she can sign it. So she just signed it. We didn't have any type of ceremony. And then the cop just said, okay, do you guys want pictures? Like, I can take pictures for you guys. And he just took pictures. So
we gotta do something.
I mean, it's a good story, but I feel like we do deserve to actually dress up and not be in our work outfit, okay? I was in my khakis. I was in like a cheap little Shein cardigan, you guys.
She was rocking it.
We do have beautiful engagement pictures though. So our engagement was amazing.
Well, they had the waiter.
Yeah, we haven't told that story either about the engagement.
That'll be its own video.
That's its whole other video. Yeah, we'll film like a whole how we got engaged, and we can get into that because that is a good story. If y'all could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? So we did get orders to Germany, and then we decided to like kick it back and try to get Hawaii, which we got. Which technically, we'll see if we end up going, depending on if he gets into PA school. He will, but... So we had the chance to go to Germany, but I just think we both would love to go to Germany, but not right at this moment. Like with us trying to grow our family, it's not the right time. Neither is Hawaii. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of farther than I would like.
Gaga will just move in.
Yeah, we'll just have grandma move in.
For me, I think it would be really cool to move, because Brooke's from Canada, so I think it would be really cool to move back to Canada and kind of explore her roots, and it's super pretty.
Yeah.
I'd like Mila to be able to kind of say that she knows where she's from, and Brooke to be closer to that side of the family, and
yeah,
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, my whole family is in Canada. My mom moved me to the States when I was 6. So she actually met my stepdad online on AOL Random Messenger. Moved me to the States. They got married 6 weeks later. So my whole family that is here in the States is my mom, stepdad, and brother. I have no other family here. So it would be nice to be able to have Christmases together and have like a big family. So eventually I feel like once he retires, he's down to move to Canada. So you heard it here first. We're going to be a little Canadian family. Sometimes with certain words you can hear that I'm Canadian with like what words?
O's.
Couch. I'll say notes like with a specific O sound.
Yeah.
So it
Your mom, every time she goes to Canada and she comes back, she'll be like, "Oh, the house looks beautiful, doesn't it?" Or something like that. She says a lot of A's. Brooke's not so much of an A, she's an O. Yeah,
I'm obviously more Americanized because I've been here for so long, but I still go visit, and I've lived there 6-7 years, so here and there.
Oh yeah, you got your interview for your citizenship too.
I do. So I applied for my citizenship. I've been a permanent resident for 20 years now, so it's time to get my citizenship and be able to vote. And what else? Just
that's basically it.
Be able to fill out paperwork a little bit easier. Hi, Miwa.
Hi.
We're just answering questions. Say hi.
Hi.
They can't see you.
They can't see you, dude.
Hi.
Okay, next question. Favorite date night memory? Memory. Oh, I don't think I can say. This is kind of gross. Wait,
No,
let,
it's okay.
no, let me whisper
Pause.
it. Let me whisper it. It's everywhere.
Say it to me. Say it to me.
That's crazy.
I think they meant like a romantic one though.
Probably. That's
Okay.
definitely not my favorite.
No. I have a good one. I think it was very special to me when we went to the drive-in movie.
Oh, that was pretty
So he took his truck and we got the blow-up mattress. We got snacks. We filled up the cooler, and we all just like snuggled and watched
That's
Despicable
Despicable Me.
Me. We got a bunch of pillows, and it was all cozy. Perfect weather. So that's definitely my favorite. Yours?
This is gonna sound so lame. My favorite date night is probably, I think, I don't know if I had just gotten home or if it was the day before, but that's when This Is Us. Is that what that movie's called?
Yeah.
That came out, and Brooke really wanted to see it, so I obliged.
Oh no! It ends with us.
Or It Ends With Us. Yeah, I don't know the name of the movie. But we went during the week, and Mila's grandma watched her, so we went and we got one of these little pods and just snuggled up in there. And the movie was okay, but it was just cool. Brooke was excited, and we got to eat a good dinner and have a drink. And
That was fun. How did y'all
we
meet
already
again?
answered that one.
Okay. So
So yeah, if you see my wife, she's married. And be nice to her. She works hard.
I work hard.
She does. She loves her YouTube stuff.
Yeah, I need to post more, you guys. I need to be on top of it.
Share it with your friends. My wife works really hard, and she really likes to do this kind of stuff. All right, well, it's a pleasure meeting all of you, and it's an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah, I thought it was time to like officially tell you guys how we met. So yeah, it's fun to answer a few questions. You had a good time?
Time of my life.
Lots more videos to come featuring Jordan. Thanks for watching. Make sure you,
It's like the Disney Channel thing.
yeah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you think my man is good for me.
No one's gonna like it.
If you think he's awful for me.
If you think my wife is hot, like it.
Make sure you subscribe. We'll post lots of vlogs showing our life.
Hell yeah.
Okay, hopefully that was okay.
Oh god, damn, girl.
Jordan, respectful gentleman.
It's over.
Okay. Anyways, bye
It's
guys.
not over?
Bye. Okay, let me walk on your back.
Oh, fuck.